Yo, Yamamo, Aquaba Strunko, so ever POG Media, so yes, just a safi no about over subscribing at what like it. Am I not watching media no at the am I obitmin so I day am I click on the notification bell no so send a be yeah the any news be out to platform so I won't so work no dear air call and a dear air but not yet quite in some not yet in some do no I day a bro no yeah bo at the era a year. A Bobby answer a year in citizen show no akachina yebra a year listo wo eho abroad de insem bi air to ja efa a year Gabby asari ochida konfuse or ye ex-convict ewo UK na sanse we nim say ensem dodo na no ababe to ja ewo ho ache say etiate say ewo Ghana ha na ene or de a year like me fancy a vivid a year clear evidence aba and the reason why I che a year Gabby asari ochida kon etu mu ewo UK ema UK aban po aye de declare no as wanted ene ho krono ba krono ye de obo ye sabi allegedly krono ye de obo ye ene eye chese nioma fin bi tantan bi ye de ye no a no nti ene ama no ho agufia and the UK abonten so mpo no enungu ase aka no nkoten ho no no o de ho nsensem bebre ye de atudwa ewra mu cheche ye some criminalities being so ho no and people government no especially Gabby ide especially the law AFM ni onko ni konkotie.
Okay, Kwara, I think say Hunter just nailed himself in the foot. He shot himself in the foot. Ewiasion enye de bia na ewo se ye dwen se ye ne obi nya adwenti ye put omo nyina in a certain set where they don't belong. Me, I will never in my life agree with Gabby because I know he's a deviant, a criminal. I have names for him. A scammer, a film flammer. I have so many names that I can describe him. He's a criminal. He's a jailbird. Everyone knows him. Who call you kidnap? Yeah, come on, go jail because of criminality, sir. Gabby is one. I don't know how he became a lawyer because he didn't qualify. I still have my opinion as to why the Ghana Bar Association would allow for someone like Gabby to own a chambers in this country when I know him to be an ex-convict. Ex-convicts don't have to be ever. But this is Ghana Bar Association. You have the likes of Obiti say we cry or no cry no felony cry no wabe lawyer akwe oto ma twen rade anim my brain now swans Krabby father. He is a lawyer. I mean who am I to blow against the wind? That's their own life and they are living. But Kwara yaka law firm na yebodi, for example, Akuffo law firm. I have had several cases to criticize them of. In fact, if opa say kwaya nchikra, obi ti say nas cases are oye ya na fa say lawyer and a judge aje your friend is saying bayire ama judgment waje sika waje koto waje even aboya omo de money judge timaje money ama judgment. I've had issues. Most of those cases came from that chambers, Akuffo chambers. But I know lawyers from that chambers that have distinguished themselves. In fact, in the last few years, me and Kasa, I have had to criticize my lawyer. It's not because I think, say, because I knew him to be good, he has always been good. No, a human. Human beings, we can turn as and when we think we should. Because that is how God created us. What the year now, Kwara, Obekai Travgura. Demi asem Akuffo do ne wo faase nimpon ena judgment debt bi kotia yen UK. Arbitration 172 million pounds against Ghana, all because Akuffo near Bounty Akuffo Onu ne yire any demion omu deal be. I don't want to go further. I can do, but sometimes I just let some privacy remain. Privacy of what? Me kwaje dine. A diner if she assassin and your dine cry assassin, even though not dine is assassin. Na fa mount. And unti Akuffo do niano. What fat demion what time?
You may be losing track of
Demion, maybe. Oh, sometimes forget about your thinking. Me thinking is different.
No, we are discussing about.
May give you another example. Demion, Trafgura, who was and ama yadeka $172 million. It's because Akuffo do near Bomti Akuffo. Or no, any Demion was sent no IP. Conference independent power producers company. No ya mana anya adwuma na awie na abanesi we twa contract ni waboka e ka oboye no enu nti ene ye de ka 172 million pounds. Akuffo do offer aseni Demion. I've heard so many people discuss it to me say because of any offer aseni no o ma say that judgment debt, which is not the case. Demion is not even in talking terms with Akuffo, not even with his brother. He is aggrieved. Wako court, Warini case against Ghana over who? Ni wafano nyoma omo yeti a Ghana nti and wako court Warini case. And yes, any wafanti was said that court to win the case because ono or in cahoot or in agreement with no of say yes said anye we ni enko win case. No, it is not the case. Demion is not in talking terms with no of because they abrogated his contract. He has won a case in the UK. Godfrey Odame, yes, one court went me uncle because he doesn't know the law. He cannot know the judges. Demion won the case over us. $172 million pounds. And you cannot say because Gabby knows inside out of this government, he has won a case over Ghana to claim money when he has been Obia Warini. Your friend is saying when you so DFE, the abrogation of contract between Ghana and West Blues and Ghana and GCNet. GCNet has not gone to take Gabby's firm as their lawyer. It's not the case.
Are they in court?
GCNet is in court.
I don't know about that.
They are in court.
Since when?
They have been in court since COVID time now. They have been in court. Papa Nekura GCNet or
No, it's not the owner. The owner is there.
Yes, the owner is there, but I'm saying Papa na no in charge.
He was a GM.
No near Obororo.
He was GM. He was in a
General manager Wewu Dako.
But the owner is there.
And America say one no crown now no odimu tintiman Wewu. I'm just giving you information.
But you know that
Mr. Dako, Enya Dako.
What Dako was married to Alan's sister.
Alan's sister, Wewu.
Alan who cancelled the contract.
Alan is the one that cancelled the contract. Yes. But Wewu, but they are in court over judgment debt. Kwabra, I'm trying to mean that judgment debt naba. Let us look at a quiet fast for judgment debt nebai. Oh, Charlie, sometimes you guys you make me look as if say no, why did we have judgment debt of Wyoming? Why are we not looking at the entire judgment debt I found Wyoming?
That's my term the judgment debt by personal interest.
Personal interest.
You see,
that kills the ball.
No, hold on.
It kills it.
No, hold on. Still, we come back to the two faces of the matter. One has to do with if we want to go into details of West Blue Consult, GC Net, ICOMS, a whole conversation on its own. Okay, so this judgment that is in the news, and we picked it as a flash commentary. Now, Obia or Ghana Bia nim say a choir omofaso a West Blue Consult. A contracting was wrong. Everybody. Nobody has contested Minty will be a biada. Then everybody is aware, say, you'll be nampa, you go to court. And they have gone to court. They have won. Now, two school of thoughts.
Baby, we are person can't say me.
Yeah.
When him say, per huntos analysis. Eya ye say, omoni mame na crash that nasi. Yes, say, vow. Minta, say that nasi say, ye knew, ye, do we say, ye be good jumano. Na, ye via. Get me pacho. Ask me pacho. Who talk as I mean I'm tears you.
Pacho, let me.
Hello. Me man tears and say, who top a so say, Mamma now.
You want tears.
Pacho, am I speaking someone's?
No, hold on.
Obia dreaming me three more. Hold on. Me imagine
that. What tell me besides I am? You try to use me on stop it. That point is say, when you saw because I what tears now what you say the tears here. He has seen the story. And on also can you maybe assume no all says it was said no. The way I didn't know no or GD pass a nipa now come trouble no dupi Ghana.
And I miss
what is wrong with this?
Nipana or Madupu Ghana no.
There's a vano, because a vano and then for and a omo or GD so omo ISR. I mean value money.
And I mean
your vacro your money or Ghana.
Ebony D. Are they pa? Any day,
so now so say you want to be somewhere what see who I want to see no also want to see
me what is it Charlie Kwabra
Oria
I don't care now ni baby I'm free back uni baby I'm free back masa forget about baby I'm free back you see I'm always here Ukraine I cannot let people be skewing things in their way. I will also skew things in my way. Me am for the Republic. Who you may be for yourself. I want to mean that, like you mentioned, me from the very get-go, I have been part of the Ecoso. And I'm able to say, it's not trying to mean that Valentina Minta, she has been part of the collapse of Onwa Nejuma. No, they was a great loot and said, Onwa part of it, Anna. Am I thinking
analysis? Where I know, as my mechanic say, nobody has said, where's blue? Or you're wrong. Or more incompetent and internet terminated.
Anyway, I don't when you say Gabby,
I never said that. What I said was that they create loot and share now may link now can say. Gabby as a Dako, a part of this government. This government
as what?
As a de facto prime minister.
Yes. That we all know.
We are part of this government. And this government interest, that same Gabby or more interest,
because we are aligned. That is the word.
No, maybe. But what is?
Or you aligned on your part. On your part because
use that line. By me, they may so a part.
Part.
That's what you're trying
to say. Government advise government at the time that look, when you abrogate this contract, you should be prepared for.
Yes, integrate Lieutenant Chair.
You should be prepared for future judgment.
This government and a terminating contract no wrongfully. Now me very sure say Gabby can one more advices among terminate. I know my terminate. Omo terminate no nipa no na the rifle air contractor no. Wako court. oko court no enu asa be ha wo eye Gabby wo do fem a watua wo ka am wonya sika ni bia wodi bi hye wa no pipiripim wadie wo ye benefit wa benefit e ke tu tense say my van na my van na o kana sem no say o ka obi na ka menkai say sa na wo adwe ye odi a eye wo
wow uguso ahwe dwumadie no ebesi esemre Mr. On subscribe ya subscribe dwumadie and share them for friends so and can be click on the notification bell so send be am ye dey news be to platform so awon so no die airco and die airpa na ye dey enkomo no ofa etoso emienu ebrew abra ye bobi ansa ekoka ye one of ye NDC ye communicators ho a chese ode ye japa ye nsensam no dodo na ye nim se japa ne attorney general ne ato force insensem no nyame adom ni nyame ada Roma ya de ya bo de ato egu court ehwehwe insensem no mu no court chair insensem no enye nsem papa bi enti no ono court no ya de wa bo de ato egu na nam saa we so am my NDC for a boost sema tese one of NDC communicators the more information I drop it oh abra oni bobi an interview so yonko ni konkoti of am you know
akwaba bibia boko there okay so this issue about Jakpa and outforcing the ruling Abba yes, I feel incommodity ba esro bebre, and I know me waste more time because I mean some more TT angles, and I need to allow you guys to do your own things. But then essence will be change. I will start with you on this matter. At forcing Jakpa, Jakpa first interview was say the passport was say wow, say one for the passport to bano. Judge back. If you say the passport promotional case or say on for man. All right, but your view on this matter,
Governor General 1 Michia Senior Listo the my name is who contested Bawumia, the Executive Secretary, Export and Imports Association, and a proud member of People National Convention.
Yeah, contested.
Yes. He's contested, you know, and Minya Hunto. Mebano. Yeah, he's contesting. He contested the last time. Yeah, yes. He contested. He's contesting with Bernard Mona.
Okay. And then I will come against him. And come later because me we are biased against you for Bernard.
But Bernard, I know, you know, as a former member of the People National Convention, and I really.
But your time,
Matthias. Okay, I don't want to digress. And Mebano, Miti judgment debts, and to be honest with you, because as a citizen, as someone who has issues, say Adiechi, Miti Hui, Miti Paimi, Ankasa, because the stress level is unbearable, and all of this has to do with bread and butter matter. Mutual taxes, and I expect say, omujisa taxes no would use it judiciously, so that at least I would know say the taxes that I pay you know ordinarily say nobody would want to part ways to part money in a form of taxes to anybody, but because it's incumbent and imperative on citizens, patriotic citizens for that matter, we all to try to at least enter your taxes to be able to develop this nation. And to say utie obimo, and it appears say obimo nam court rooms calling judges to see cases that they have interest in, and say them ometime are influencing to make their cut out of that, and we need to call them out. The West Blue termination of that contract, if you ask me, what was the basis? Yeah. We want to know. Nientina omu terminate is our contract. We want to know, because under NDC, we all know how the contract was procured. Because of issues of leakages, they were able to at least give it out, consolidated all some of these things and give it to one person. But that time, na obimusu the in chain, no, I mean in chain jumanubi.
Yes. They had their interest.
They had their interest, and they were all able to assist West Blue to be able to carry out some activities. Na bibia a conkai. So
West Blue came to support this.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that na obimusu oho. They didn't just terminate all contracts and give it to one person. What you say? So if for any reason, and you feel say what West Blue na was not, proper, and for that matter, they needed to.
They haven't said so.
I'm just saying something. If for any reason, so if the same people who happens to be, the same government who happen to say, we don't have interest, or we have interest, for which reason, and they go back again. We know what people can do in this country, and the same government under the same so it is wrong. We all know Gabby is so much key stakeholder as far as Nana Akuffo Addo and government is concerned. I'm not talking about NPP. Nana Akuffo Addo government as far as that is concerned. So in any case, if the loser the complainant has come, who na terminate contractor under this government, and you pick the same government official or the same stakeholder in government to go and procure something for you, what does it mean? It means fishy. So Ghanaians, let's look at the way this government deals.
A state official.
No, but Matthew was here. About Gabby, because Gabby is a de facto prime minister as far as everybody is concerned.
Who disputes that?
No, very good. So if you say nowhere, no good. Gabby is a so now, Commander, I am going to restrain myself somehow as far as this judgment is concerned. Court, a discharge Japa and Akuffo. We know how proceedings went. The proceedings and revelations after proceedings and whatever happened. We know. Is it the case, say, where they say it is a barter trade business? It's a question because ordinary people out there are listening.
No, you need to explain barter trade.
What you say? Say, for Webra, Nabeji way, Ana Yanja way, Na Yanya way. I mean, that's for example, say, Akuffo Minuninanim, his position as minority leader. Jakpa, as at that time, was a businessman. He's a businessman. The finance minister then, the deputy finance minister then, Akuffo. There are several letters out there purporting to say a lot of people declined giving out, the past ministers giving out a contract, signing out the deal for Jakpa for various reasons. But consolidating all of this, one person decided to do it, and then they feel say Akuffo was at fault. While they took Akuffo to court, yet Akuffo had to open his defense. Jakpa came in with a strange, articles, and then the court admitted. Adiachia, ni cousin, was there in between, trying to strike a deal so that whatever happened, the matter will be watered, so that no one will be convicted. Then the monies would have been returned. In the area or in the side of Jakpa. Fast forward, Jakpa revealed issues of text messages and how they met. All of a sudden, no, the Attorney General has decided to say, Japa tricked him or lured him into getting some of whatever he procured so that he could go to court and incriminate him or to discredit him as a lawyer. We got all these informations. Why did your friend saying Godfrey Dami go to court trying to prove say Jakpa and Akuffo for all purposes or intents are criminals? Because one, the ambulances that were supplied according to Jakpa and according to Attorney General, they were not fit for purpose. They were not fit for purpose. For which reason, no, or court, a prosecutor, okay, yeah, Korea, the evidences that were laid before the court. Akuffo went and say the Attorney General no only case. The evidence before the court labeled out or tabled out for investigations. At the end of the day, the judge acquitted and then discharged the two of them. The question I am asking today is, the ambulances, no, are they fit for purpose? That's the question Ghanaians want to know.
As who follow this court issue now? Yes, the past said say ambulance from the buyer. Ambulance from the buyer. The vehicle itself was not complete. So there was another consignment. Our the bill of lading contain on the buyer. I near my woman in a woman. A part of the agreement. And it says the government who take delivery of the ambulance now. Don't put it into use. May they a year and 1 year money back with my own expert to come and assemble them before I hand it officially over to you to use it. And yes, Dakpa Aka with the document, everything says the ambulance from the buyer there was empty, but the Nyamane Kahono and also Yakradi Ababa do portwa this government of my deputy.
Good. Uti Jakpa asam about the other accessories that are supposed to have accompanied Nemano, the ambulances. The bill of lading or the invoices were supposed to have been a separate transaction from the original ambulances, because there were issues or concerns that particular ambulance could not fit for purpose. And then he again decided to employ other vendors to import them at a fee different from original fees. So if you go through the documents with the past ministers, they have all declined approving that particular amount of money for the ambulance because it was not fit for purpose. One, the Minister of Finance wrote and declined that yes, they went and inspected. Without those accessories, it is just a trotro that is not even fit to go to Kumasi and Accra because the design is not for that purpose. The issue in contention is the fact that Asama Eda Honom say whether that particular, as at the time, the contract now Omusani Yano, was that particular vehicle fit for purpose. The question is no. Hreno Okoya under NPP, they told him, according to sources, say almost businessmen under this government who are also qualified to supply ambulances or the accessories, not because of Niana or Kano, but they had an intention of making sure say they would prosecute A or B who signed the initial contract without those accessories. Say if you are advertising for this this computer and you are the IT person in the office they will ask you say the specifications no ebra so that the procurement officer no will bring it out for advert. It is not a case say you would come and buy something. You will come and buy ube machine ni and sana accessories no be the esaba. So what at all was in the matter that people do not understand to the extent say court say the case that you brought have no substance.
So which means Opacha said in the first place, Krano, what there some no
yes, it was useless. That's my point.
Yeah.
In the first place, because they brought it. Yeah, the craft no breo. And then you look through and realize say there is something prima facie cases that
I even heard say this government came in and made some payments to Dakpa. Was it true?
No, I mean assembly.
Okay.
I haven't heard that.
Okay.
So the Ghanaian taxpayer is trying to find out one, the timer Gofredami Ewesi Yenino. What was his intention? What was his purpose for taking us to court?
But the intention is in the leaked tape.
And the intention was to jail Akuffo so that we go for by-election.
So the
and that say, what is the guarantee says you jail Akuffo in Krana you can win?
You can win, sir. A seat.
You don't find for the oil. Kakre bikitu obi ensa. Nanum kasa no nyamia.
Nanum kasa no. So Commander, the question is near amount for okaka about waste of state resources.
Yeah.
Because that ambulances have been packed for only God for how long? More than getting to 10 years. Waste. Okay, the same incidents this year. It was local government ministry institutes.
Yeah.
Under Akuffo, that's gallopers, no. Yeah. Mitsubishi gallopers.
It's so sad.
For more than a year.
Oh,
so under sir. Law now, yes, creating financial loss, causing financial loss. No, look, the finance minister today, or then, the attorney general, the ministry of health, they should be taken to court for causing financial loss to the states. And my reason is simple: one, ya wasting obia time, say those ambulances were not fit for purpose, were not fit for use, and then you took us to court, wasted everybody's time,
state resources.
At the end of the day, the court says, you have no case.
But also on call appeal.
On call you can say so on Franco Supreme Court. On Franco Supreme Court. Because from you can say okay, all right, so
Yamin Shas washing Media no BCS America when on chair washing na on your kese on Pijao na the way beyond any shas the beyond Ojibre na Oshe POG Media at the Maying na the Biama Ejumediani a number one amongst all. Na the other Koso Yan Pitri, aha, and yet some no bed ABC at the Amamo, aha, and then some Dodona near the bed, yet the BC na yet the other subsequent stories and do on the Abramo. Mr. Rafi, but to have intimacy, so stay glued to a year POG Media. We always bring you the best updates I will here for you to take your decision. Makramo.